Hey guys, it's Phil from ClevelandMoto. Today we're going to talk about this particular bike right here. This is a Zero Electric Motorcycles SRF. It's their Street Fighter. And you're going to take a quick look. You're going to see that a couple of things have changed. First of all, the headlights have changed to some projector beam units our customer specified. And then also the tires are TKC-80s from Continental. And this is going to be I had a lot of questions from people about, well, will these TKC-80s work when we're talking about 140 foot-pounds of torque? So we're going to go out and show you guys that they do work quite well. So last night I brought the bike home and went ahead and put it on the charge. Now this is a thing about the Zero bikes. The Zero bikes come with this device right here. This is called a turbo cord. And the turbo cord plugs into your standard American 110 or 120 wall socket. And at the other end, we've got our traditional level 2 charging handle. And this fits, of course, in the little storage area on the Zero. So that's really nice because it gives you the ability to do all your charging, even from a level 1 socket, doing it through the bike's level 2 input. And this thing's got a lot of cord on it. I mean, you can put this thing really far away from your bike and still get the power where you need it. Comes in this cool bag. And this isn't something you have to buy extra for $600. This comes with every Zero SRF and SRS motorcycle. So this guy goes in here, no problem. I keep it in the storage tank. In here we got 2 USB ports as well, so if I wanted to plug anything in to charge it, I could do that. That fits in there, no probs. And today we're going to go out and have some fun, just go a little rip on this bike and kind of just show you guys how it works with the TKC-80s. And what's really fun, for folks who are asking about the charging in this Zero, so you use your phone, the bike and the phone interact with each other. You got an app, a Zero app for your phone, and it works, and you can actually tell the bike how much of a charge to put on. So if you only want to charge it to 98%, you can do that. Also, if your electricity is really expensive where you live, and the electricity is cheaper at night than it is in the daytime, I know that's the way it is at my house. I can save a lot of money if I charge at night. You can actually tell the bike to only charge after 8 p.m. Pretty convenient, pretty cool. And this way, you know you're going to sleep anyway. Might as well just have the bike charge after the prices go down. So very cool. The app gives you a lot of control, gives you a lot of flexibility over the things that you can do with your bike to make it be the bike you want it to be. Very cool stuff. All right. So, take a look at it here with a little more light shining on it. You can see that really all we did was we changed the tires out for these TKC-80s. If you're going to do that, make sure you spec in the tubeless version of the tire. Customer wanted us to change the mirrors to bar ends. And we changed out the headlights, obviously. And it really does. I mean, I think the bike looks fantastic like this, a post-apocalyptic Street Fighter. Really, really enjoy it. But yes, we're going to get down to the brass tacks about will these tires work. Now you can see these tires are brand new as in put on the other day. They still have the hairs on them. So the tires haven't even been broken in yet. And what we're going to see, or what we're going to kind of hopefully exploit, is the bike is in sport mode, the traction control's in sport mode, and what we're hoping to show is that the Bosch motorcycle control system, the Bosch stability control system, does its job and balances perfectly the torque for the traction available. Cold tires. There we go. All right, guys, that was 0 to 80 in no time at all. No slipping, no sliding, no juking or jiving. We're right on and holding the road really nicely on completely cold tires. Pretty neat. And then for those who weren't paying attention and want to see it again, we're going to go ahead and stop. And I'm going to go, look at that, stop. Man, okay, that's good. That was a full-on launch. And there we are. So as you can see, not squirrely at all because of that TKC-80. And these are cold tires. You saw me pull it out of the garage. There's nothing preheated, nothing faked out. This is the Bosch stability control system working to protect you. 65 miles an hour. Let's stop this bike. Full ABS involvement. Dead stop. Balls to the wall. There you go. 0 to 90. I'll let you guys time that on your own. Get out the stopwatches. And you guys can see that with the TKCs on it, as crazy as they are, that open block pattern, they do work very well. And surprising how good they grip, surprising how good they hold. Now, of course, my commute to work doesn't involve a whole lot of twisties, so we'll have to fabricate some and just kind of get the bike over on its tire edge. Oh. Trash truck out of nowhere. Okay. That's leaned over more than I would normally want to lean over a knobby. And I'm giving it the beans. Coming out of the turn. And she's right there for me. Brake hard, brake hard, brake hard. And tip it in. Very nice. See, we have to manufacture our own curves in this neighborhood. Holding very nicely. Brake hard, brake hard, brake hard. And let's go ahead and turn her left. She's not slipping out at all. Even though I'm giving it real good acceleration and real late braking into some of these little turns, she's doing very, very well. Let's see, we can see beautiful Lake Erie ahead. All right. So yeah, this is like, and that stop. So very impressed with these TKC-80 tires. Obviously, we're not doing racetrack stuff. We're not doing extreme scrapies. But what we're doing is we're showing that ridden aggressively on a bike that has a tremendous amount of output, they're holding beautifully and they're brand new. We say scrub a tire in, don't trust a tire till it's got 100 miles on it. And what we're seeing in this little test is that these tires are fresh, and they're as fresh as you can get. And the bike is sorting it out. I'm not saying that you can take these tires out, put them on your R1, and get the same performance on something that doesn't have the Bosch motorcycle control system. Of course not. I'm saying that this combination, the combination of the Bosch stability control system that Zero's provided and the tires themselves, I'm certain that's what's happening is the computer is working with the amount of grip that the tires have to offer, and it's probably turning everything down. Now, I haven't done a timed 0 to 60 rip. Haven't done one of those yet to see if we could say, okay, well, definitely with these TKC-80s on it, we lose a tenth of a second or a quarter of a second because the bike is balancing the slip versus the power. Haven't seen that yet, and what I can tell you is from the seat of the pants dyno, these feel fantastic. When I crank the go throttle, it just goes. And there's never a second or a tenth of a second of slip that I can detect. It just wants to rip. So very cool, exactly what I was hoping it would be. You saw that was shiny tar. There was my first little tiny bit of slip, and that was transitioning from braking to gassing. Gave it the beans. The back end stepped out about 2 inches as I was on that snake, those tar strips. And the back end stepped out about 2 inches, and then with no input of my own on the throttle, it corrected the back end. So that's a very tough situation for any stability control system to find itself in, is going from grippy asphalt to slippery tar stripe. So hats off, well done. Beautiful day in November, by the way. A little commentary. It's 59 degrees, and here we go, full launch. Yeah, I mean, that's why you buy a motorcycle right there. If that doesn't make you excited, you're pretty well dead. The way that the Zero puts on torque, whoever set it up and balanced the power delivery, well done. It gets you so excited. It makes you shut the hell up and take notice when you lay into it. It really is fun. Now, when you go side to side on this, I don't know if you guys can pick it up on the microphone, but you can feel the knobs a little bit when you get it leaned over a tiny bit. It goes from being like smooth to being just a little tiny bit of vibrato. And then we'll pull up here and give you guys... Nobody likes to watch a video of people in traffic, so... Go ahead and let this gentleman get some range up here. All right, so here we go. For all of you guys, have your stopwatches ready. We'll go ahead and do a 60 blast. On 3, 2, 1, engage. No wheelies, just power. Oh, they went 60. I couldn't even see it. We got past it too fast. So we'll let you stopwatchers give us the review. Put in the comments section what you timed that out to be. I had other things on my mind. I missed the actual number 60. And we'll go out here and get some sunshine on this thing so we can do a little walk around after the fact now. Motorcycling at the time of COVID. All right, here we are. Okay, guys, so there we are. We'll do a quick walk around here just to say hi. Now, you can see we weren't doing any kind of extreme lean angles. Got the hairs cleaned off the middle, got the hairs cleaned off out to about here. All right, and then out here is virgin territory still, so I'm not out there. Not for anything we saw here today. And if you haven't ridden a Zero before, you really do owe it to yourself to check them out. They are insane. The torque, the power delivery, everything about this bike is absolutely bonkers. It gives you the giggles harder than any other motorcycle I have ever owned. There's never been a bike that I've owned that makes me feel so silly when I'm riding it, that makes me feel so happy and so joyous when I'm riding it. Because it is a very capable and willing accomplice. It keeps you alive despite making bad decisions. You saw the Speedo, you saw what we were doing, and at no point, the one little tiny spot back there, crossing that tar snake, the back end was able to kick out just a tiny bit. Just the tiniest of bits. But, oh lordy. Now, this is the SRF Premium. So the SRF Premium has the heated grips. It has this little tiny silly windshield on the front of it. But the real reason you're going to pay for the Premium is that the Premium has the high-speed charger built in. So instead of a 6 kilowatt charger, it has two 6 kilowatt chargers. So it's charging at 12 kilowatt hours, which means you can get a charge on this bike from a correctly set up charge station in an hour. That's really nice. So it really does give you some serious options for travel and getting the bike juiced up quick and back on the road again. The fact that you can charge this bike up in around an hour is just magic. It really is cool. Get the nubs off the right side of that tire at least.